the system.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mr. JaySins here again. I'm about to give you another video. I'm gonna do pretty much my overall thoughts and review / grades of WWE NXT Takeover Wargames and WWE Survivor Series from this past weekend. Now with Takeover, I didn't watch the full show. I ended up missing the kickoff. I fell asleep during the Women's War Games, not because it was boring. I was just laying down and I was exhausted. My head was killing me, so I missed part of that. So the first match was on the kickoff for NXT TakeOver War Games was Angel Garza. I'm not exactly sure who that is. And he was going up against Isaiah Swerve Scott. And Angel Garza defeated him via pinfall. Since I didn't really see that, I can't give my thoughts on that anyways. But on to the next one. And up next we have the Women's War Games match, which was originally the team of Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, and let's see, Nox and Dakota Kai. But Dakota Kai did her heel turn, took out Nox, which pretty much just left it as Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae. But they came out on top anyways and defeated Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee Ray. So props to that. It was a great match from what I saw. And it was, like I said, I fell asleep through some of it just due to my headache. It wasn't boring. It was pretty damn good from what I saw. It was amazing. And can't give too much thought since I didn't see the full match. But I actually really like Dakota Kai. It's going to take a while getting used to her being a heel just from the face that she's making that I can see as I'm scrolling through here on the phone. I missed the heel turn though. I didn't see it live. That was part of it, the show that I missed. Let's see. Then after that, we had Pete Dunne against Damian Priest. Once again, I'm not really a fan of Pete Dunne, so didn't care much for that. Damian Priest, he's good. He's got that cool look to him, but once again, I just wasn't invested too much into this match, although it was a good match overall. But Pete Dunne defeated Damian Priest via pinfall and became the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. And after that, we had Finn Balor against Matt Riddle. That match was freaking amazing. I give this match a B+ just for the fact that A- is even seeming too much, because it wasn't that amazing of a match to give it that. That's just my opinion. It was a great match. Pretty damn amazing. Enough for a B-. Lots of great spots. Balor being a heel and still winning clean is just a great booking situation. And Matt Riddle, I don't like the guy that much. His gimmick and he's got charisma. His gimmick to me, I just don't like it. His little bro thing. Those little stupid flip-flops. But he's a great athlete and wrestler. I give him that. And then after that, we have the Men's War Games match. This is the final match with Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominic, and Kevin Owens. They were up against the Undisputed Era. That match was freaking great. Like, I'm saying freaking a lot, but that's alright. All the spots in that match was just spot on, no pun intended, spot on and just perfect. It was just no botches, nothing, from what I could tell anyways. The whole match was just perfect. Kevin Owens being the mystery opponent, and how they didn't really do it until it was time for him to come in, I thought was great. If they did it at the beginning of the match, it would have lost the drama to it. And it was just really heightened drama when basically just assuming, okay, now there's only 3 against 4. That's how it's going to be. How are they going to make it? And they did. All I can say is a lot of tables were broken that night. A lot of tables. I remember one segment, no, remember, I had a headache during this, so I was laying down watching this. It was too much to keep up with. I just remember one segment really is it was I don't even know where the tables came from. They were set up all over the ring. Next thing you know, pretty much in a matter of a minute or two, the whole team of Undisputed Era was all smashing through tables. It was great. From what I could tell and see, everything was just perfect and spot on. No screw ups, no nothing. It was pretty brutal. And this just goes to show you don't need blood. You don't need all this barbed wire and hardcore stuff. Even though it is great, we all love it. You don't need it. There was none of that in this match, and it was freaking great. Everything about this match was great. I know you guys like, oh, the Attitude Era, the blood, the gore, the swearing. Yes, it's all great, but we don't need it. We just really don't, and this match was a perfect example that we don't need it. So overall, the show I give a B. Every match was great. Despite a couple of them you're not caring too much about, they were just overall great. Anyways, the overall show I give a B. That brings me on to Survivor Series. And I don't know if you guys watched my prediction video on my thoughts. Overall, the card did look great. After watching the show, it wasn't as great as it looked. So, I'm going to have to go to my bookmark here on my phone. I know there was 3 matches on the kickoff. I believe I missed one. Sorry about this. I'm going to have to pull up my results page on here. Because every now and then I just can't remember everything as much as I would love to. And reading the results will refresh my memory of stuff that I liked and didn't care for. I'm not going to name anything right off the bat as much as I would love to. I'm just not going to do that. Let's see. Come on, load. Alright, here we go. Alright, no, I don't want a video. I really don't want a video. Alright, here we go. So we had SmackDown, Raw, NXT pretty much all competing against each other, despite a couple matches that were just plain old brand versus brand. I will say this though, as we all know, NXT won the night. They did. So I expect Raw to be good tonight, which doesn't happen too often lately. So first off, we had Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode winning the tag team battle royal on the kickoff show. I don't know 100% everybody that was in that match. We had the Revival, we had the OC, we had Breezango. I'm trying to name this off the top of my head, like I said. Even on here, it's not listed as everyone. All right, we got Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. We had the Lucha House Party, Order, Forgotten Sons, Heavy Machinery, Street Profits, Imperium. That's pretty much everybody. And Dolph and Roode took it. My prediction was wrong. I predicted Street Profits. They didn't make it. Overall, I give that match a C+. It was decent for, showing all the tag teams and everything, but overall just nothing great came from it. Then we have the Cruiserweight Championship, Lio Rush against Kalisto and Akira Tozawa. And Lio Rush retained the title, like I predicted. It just seemed like the best choice, to be honest. I had the hiccups. I gave that match a C+ too, because I'm not much into cruiserweights. Great athletes. The best one of the 3 is Lio Rush. And again, I don't care for him. He has decent charisma. When he was with Bobby Lashley, he did have great mic skills. He's a great athlete too. And Akira Tozawa, he's good. He's good. Then after that, we had the tag team champions, the Viking Raiders, defeated the Undisputed Era and the New Day. This was another match on the kickoff show. It was okay. It was what do you expect? The best team showing from here, I believe it was the Viking Raiders. I don't like them much. I don't care for them. It's just not my thing, really. But they are great. I can admit when someone is great, even if I don't care for them. An Undisputed Era, I really thought was going to take that one, but they didn't. Can't be undisputed forever. But I really give that one, I believe, a C+. I think I said that. Then after that, we had the Women's Survivor Series match, which involved the team of... See, I can't remember everyone's name. This is why I bring this up on my phone. So on SmackDown, they had Nikki Cross, Sarah Logan, Carmella, Charlotte Flair. Yeah, I believe so. I'm reading this wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I just... On SmackDown's team, they had Nikki Cross. Then they had Carmella, Dana Brooke, Natalya, Sasha Banks. No, wait. The way this is listed is wrong. And this is why I bring this up on my phone. Like I said, I can't remember everything as much as I would love to. I've been having a rough last few months, let's just say. I know it's not an excuse, but it is what it is. Whatever. I'm just going to say it this way. I'm just going to say who won. Rhea Ripley was the sole survivor, defeated Sasha Banks via pinfall. It was a decent Survivor Series match. Nothing spectacular came from it like I expected. I really expected more. And then after that, we had Roderick Strong as the... what the hell kind... We have the North American Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura as the Intercontinental and AJ Styles as US title. My prediction for that was AJ Styles, which didn't happen. Actually, I don't know if I said I hope AJ won, and my prediction was Roderick Strong. I really just thought Undisputed Era was just going to take it all. And Roderick Strong did win. That was a good match for what it was. Wasn't anything spectacular like you would expect. This is what I mean by it looked so good on paper, but the matches were good, but nothing too spectacular in my opinion. Others might think different, like this guy who wrote this article gave it a B+. I would give it a B-. You guys can hate on me for what I think. It's just my opinion. It doesn't have to be a right opinion. It's just my opinion. Then after that, we had the NXT Championship with Adam Cole, baby. He defeated Pete Dunne via pinfall, which was great. I don't care for Pete Dunne at all. Adam Cole's amazing. He just reminds me of a lot of Shawn Michaels in a way. He's great. He's got that look to him. Little pretty boy. Not too much of a pretty boy, but he's got that look to him. That match was good. It was good. Pete Dunne doesn't impress me too much, but even though he's a great athlete, it just doesn't impress me that much from what I've seen anyways. I give that, well, this guy gave it an A, so I feel like an idiot, but I'm going to give it a B+. And after that, the way this match, I know the whole red light situation, it is annoying, it's obnoxious. It's probably worse live, but on TV it's doable. We can at least see what's going on. With the Universal Champion, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, versus Daniel Bryan. And of course, The Fiend took it. What I really liked about this match, I know it was short. I really wish they would make his matches longer. The Seth Rollins one was, the feud they had, their matches were pretty damn long. But it was basically Seth Rollins controlling most of the matches, which was stupid in my opinion. I know they want to make it look like The Fiend is unbeatable. You can't keep him down. I get it. Still, don't make him look that bad when it comes to just letting someone control the match. But it was the opposite with Daniel Bryan. He basically demolished Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan had some good attempts, but nothing like Seth Rollins got. I really liked here how pretty much The Fiend was going for the mandible claw and doing all these moves, and of course Daniel Bryan, the only thing he knew to try to do was his submission hold. And anytime the Fiend would do a move after the fact, he would hold Daniel Bryan's arms down and stuff to like prevent him from doing the submission. So that's like a great following. Every spot in that match was just perfect. Everything had a reason behind it. It wasn't just like, oh, he got his submission on me once, so I'm not gonna acknowledge it. I'm just gonna let his arms be free so we can not do it, even though he did it before. You would think he would do it again, but nope, it didn't happen that way. Bray Wyatt just held his arms down every time he went for a pin or the mandible claw. He got him down for the submission and held his other arm down, and he couldn't put the submission hold on him because the Fiend was holding him down. I really liked that. That match I actually thought was the best one of the night, despite how short it was. The booking for that match was great. I like the direction of the Fiend's character so far. They did screw up a bit before, but after this match, I hope they continue to keep the momentum that they have and all turn out great. I give that one an A-. It's not perfect, so I give it an A-. Then we had the Men's Survivor Series elimination match. My prediction for this was way wrong. I thought KO, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins were going to go to NXT this night, but, bring it back to the invasion angle when Austin turned on WWF and went to WCW. But, no, that didn't happen. Basically, Team Raw got demolished quickly. So we had... Team Raw had Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens... Randy Orton. Trying to name these at the top of my head. Most of you watching this video probably already know who was in the match, but if not, sorry guys, I'm just gonna name it as it is. You had Roman Reigns being the sole survivor. Bad mistake, I think. Good choice on making Keith Lee look as strong as he looked. Having him be the sole survivor of NXT. SmackDown shouldn't have won this one. If anything, it should have been Raw or NXT. But basically, it was down to Keith Lee and Roman Reigns. I give that match a C+. It was a good match. Then we have the WWE Championship match, Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio. My prediction was somewhat right in a way. Brock Lesnar was going to demolish Rey Mysterio. And Dominic would come out and have some kind of involvement. It just didn't happen the way I thought. So what happened was Brock Lesnar was basically beating the heck out of Rey Mysterio. And then Dominic comes out with the towel, basically making it look like, here, we surrender. I'm throwing in the towel for my dad. And Rey Mysterio comes up with a low blow. Dominic, boom, another low blow. They do a double 619. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of Rey Mysterio. I was hoping he would lose, but when this segment happened, I was getting goosebumps. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it now. It was a great segment. It was a great moment. And after seeing that, I was like, you know what? I hope Rey wins this. This would be a cool ending. But it didn't happen that way. From what I've been reading, I guess it was WWE's little shot to AEW for the ending they had with Cody Rhodes and Jericho with MJF, that tool, coming out and throwing in the towel. So that's probably why they did that. But it was a great segment overall. And then Brock Lesnar just, came back like usual. Basically beat up Dominic and Rey Mysterio, and that was the end of that. Brock Lesnar retains. I give that one a B-. And then, surprisingly, the main event was Becky Lynch versus Shayna and versus Bayley. And I really liked Bayley's entrance. It was good. They made the right choice. Shayna winning was the right choice. The match was not as good as I expected. I give that one definitely like a C+. Shayna walked out. So that leaves at the end of the show. Raw 1, SmackDown 2, NXT 4. So NXT won that night, like I said earlier in this video. So Raw is actually looking like a good night for tonight anyways. tonight's Raw. My overall grade for Survivor Series, I'm gonna have to go with a B minus. There was a few things that happened that basically is the reason why I give that. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be when you look at the card. So for tonight's Raw, I read an article earlier. There might be some surprises. One being like John Morrison might, the rumors about the contract situation. I don't know how old that article was, but it baited me in. Another surprise. There was like 5 of them. I can't remember exactly what, but they're claiming tonight's Raw can be like a big deal and have quite a few surprises for us. So just gonna have to wait and watch and see. So thanks for watching this, guys. Leave in the comments of your thoughts and reviews of the Wargames Takeover from Saturday and Survivor Series last night. Thanks for watching. Please like, dislike, subscribe. Check out my other videos. It involves Pokemon Go, wrestling, video games, out and about, conventions, just concerts, things I do in my everyday life that I enjoy and my hobbies I like to share with you all. Go follow my Twitch. I stream video games quite a bit. And hopefully you guys enjoy Raw tonight. I'm expecting at least to be decent, nothing spectacular. Hopefully I'm wrong and they surprise me, or us. And thanks for watching again. I will check you guys later. Take care.